Okay, honors 11 for Monday, February 1st. You guys are supposed to read chapters 10 through 12. It's pretty short. I went ahead and read it yesterday. There's just really not a lot of quotes to add to most of your paragraphs, so we're going to skip over that today, and we'll get back to that later. So just to keep in mind where we're at in the novel, Jane's been sick, and Lizzie has gone to Mr. Bingley's house at Netherfield Park. And you'll see some interactions between everybody, specifically, Darcy, Lizzie, and Ms. Bingley is what we're going to focus on. So I went ahead and posted the pink theory sheet. I took a bunch of pictures of it and just posted it to class materials. So if you don't have it on you can use that. So what I need you to do is just, obviously read and then respond to these prompts based on what happens in the chapters. And use the pink sheet and that guiding question I have to help answer it. So 3-4 sentences max. I don't need any quotes from the novel or anything. If you want to use a quote from the critical theory text, that would be fantastic. But just as long as you can explain it, based on the idea and based on the character and based on the scene and what happens, what we're told or what they say or whatever, that's fine. Okay, so to open up chapter 10, Mr. Darcy's writing a letter and Miss Bingley gives him some crap about it. So just kind of think about Darcy's position in society and things that we've been talking about in class. We know what the Bennets are after, and like I said, Mr. Darcy is a more mature character than Mr. Bingley. So just I need to do some kind of deep thinking here about these prompts. Okay, the next one, we're told that Mr. Darcy is not a big fan of playing cards. So what does that say about him based on the Marxist idea of like base and superstructure? It's the very first one. Okay, and that first question, I want you to look back at traditional gender roles. But again, think of Darcy's position in society, as a wealthy man, and why would he have, a problem with card playing? Okay. The second question in that chapter, what is Miss Bingley's motivation through a psychoanalytical lens for having Liz walk around the room with her? Okay. Think about that a little bit. Think about what Ms. Bingley has been saying, in these 3 chapters. She's definitely kind of a major player in these chapters. So I don't know if you want to answer it while you're reading or answer it while you get to the end. Either one would work. And then lastly, in chapter 12, what reasons, especially the very, very end there, what reasons kind of forced Darcy to be turned off about Lizzie, maybe from a psychoanalytical perspective. Okay, so think about fears, desires, motives, goals, things like that. But there's a whole big paragraph there at the end of chapter 12 where we kind of get into his brain. And it kind of goes along with the previous couple of questions there as well. So kind of wrap your mind around all of it. Like I said, you might want to wait until you read all of it before you answer these, or like I said, I'll leave that up to you. It's not a very long reading. I know I did it yesterday in about 15 minutes max. So just respond to those prompts, using that theory sheet. Again, I don't necessarily need any quotes, although it would be fabulous if you added them, and just type that up and turn it in. All right, see y'all.